It's the most wonderful time of the year is honestly setting a very high expectation for everyone. The holidays can be a really tough time for people struggling with mental illness, and it can be triggering. Symptoms of anxiety, depression, and stress typically worsen around this time of year during the holidays. And it's important to address these holiday blues because even though they may be temporary or short term, if you don't take care of them and address them early, they can develop into long-term mental health disorders. Preventive health and early intervention are key to your health and well-being. So my goal for this video is to help you take care of your health and wellness now to prevent disease and illness in the future. This is especially important during this time of the year around the holidays when a lot of people are actually experiencing the holiday blues. I don't know about other families, but coming from an Asian family, we actually didn't do much for Christmas. My family is actually Buddhist, so we don't celebrate Christmas traditionally, but of course my loving mother always bought my brother and me Christmas presents, so we were never lacking for anything. But we didn't do those big Christmas family celebrations, and we didn't get a lot of fancy gifts. So I can understand how for some people, seeing other people have big celebrations and getting all these amazing gifts can make people feel sad and lonely. It's a season of high expectations and demands, and we're completely surrounded by it. It's also a season of less sunlight in some countries where they're experiencing winter seasons, and this has been shown in research to really affect how you feel. It can cause you to feel stress, anxiety, and depression by not getting enough sunlight. All of these things, the pressure, the demand, the expectation, and little sunlight with cold winters make a very bad combo in terms of how happy we feel. So here are some important facts regarding the holiday blues. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, during these winter holiday months is when they see the highest rate for child psychiatric hospitalizations. And approximately 40% of adults experience social anxiety around the holidays. Fortunately, holiday blues are temporary and short-term, unlike clinical depression, but it's still important to address these symptoms and signs because these short-term feelings can actually develop into a long-term mental health disorder if they're not addressed early on. Some signs and symptoms to look out for in terms of the holiday blues: feeling anxious, depressed, or irritable, feeling lonely, change in appetite or weight is a very common sign of clinical depression and anxiety. You can either have no appetite or you can be overeating, which is a sign of emotional eating, how we feel better by depending on food. Feeling tired and fatigued or disinterested, having difficulty concentrating or finding enjoyment in your normal activities, and of course, difficulty sleeping. These are common signs and symptoms to look out for. So now I want to go over things not to do when you're experiencing the holiday blues. Excessive drinking. A lot of people tend to do this, and I totally get it. There are a lot of holiday parties. It's a celebration, but if you're prone to mental illness or you're feeling blue, turning to alcohol can actually make you feel even more depressed. Alcohol is a depressant, and it may make you feel fun and light in the short term, but in the long term, it can actually exacerbate the negative feelings and the depression. I know it may be difficult to completely restrict yourself from drinking alcohol at social functions, but limit yourself to 1 to 2 drinks, and that should be okay. Don't overextend yourself. I know it's a time of gift giving, but you don't need to put yourself in financial stress or financial difficulties by gifting other people these fancy gifts. Financial stress can definitely exacerbate mental health issues. People who love you will understand, and people who love you will care more about your health than the gift that you give them. Make sure to not isolate yourself during this time. Even if you're not able to spend time with your family, make sure to spend some time with your friends, or even go to community gatherings or events. Just being around people can actually make a big difference in terms of how lonely and isolated you feel. It's really easy to compare yourself to other people during the holidays, especially with people posting on social media, big family gatherings, gift giving, and big holiday celebrations. Don't be so hard on yourself. Celebrate the way that you want to and appreciate the time that you have with yourself and your loved ones. It doesn't have to be the same as everybody else's. And maybe if social media triggers you, stay off of social media for the holiday season. Remember, things that you shouldn't do. You shouldn't drink excessively because alcohol can make things worse. Remember not to isolate yourself. Spend time with loved ones and people you love being around. Don't overextend yourself. Financial stress can definitely make things worse. Don't be so hard on yourself. And finally, don't compare yourself. So now that we know what not to do, what should we do to overcome the holiday blues? Best piece of advice I can give is that there are a lot of people struggling during this time. Not just you, but a lot of people struggling financially. They don't have food to eat. And the best thing you can do during this holiday season is to either give to others, give a lending hand, volunteer. Some good suggestions would be baking for friends, family, and coworkers. Everybody loves baked goods, and that's something that comes from your heart, or even it's something that you like, making arts and crafts. Gifts doesn't have to be something that you buy. It could be something that you create yourself and share it with others. So besides doing things for other people, do things for yourself. Now is a time for self-care. I really appreciate the holiday season because you can make things cozy. Light up some candles, put on some good music that you enjoy, read a good book, or treat yourself to a spa. Make a nice bubble bath, light some candles, and just relax. This is the perfect time to take care of yourself when things are slowing down. My third piece of advice for overcoming the holiday blues is to get your body moving. There is nothing like doing a bit of exercise, walking, running, or doing your favorite workout to release those feel-good hormones. It really makes a difference. This is my go-to when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling blue. I force myself to do a workout to get my body moving in some way. And it doesn't even have to be an official workout. Play some good music that will get you up, get your body moving, and have a good dance. Just getting your body moving, it'll do you wonders. You'll feel so much better. You'll even feel more confident with yourself. And if you can, if the weather permits, go for a run outside. Do some sort of workout outside because that sunlight is an extra mood booster for you. My fourth piece of advice is listen to some holiday music. Have a nice cup of hot chocolate and play some holiday music. It tends to cheer a lot of people up. And if it's not holiday music that you like, play music that you like. Music has a way of being therapy for a lot of people. Put on some good music and just relax. When I'm feeling down, I play some good music and it really lifts my mood. And finally, one of the best ways to deal with holiday blues, if all else fails, is talk to someone. I am a huge advocate for therapy. Therapists, mental health professionals, they're trained in figuring out what are your triggers, what are your thought processes. They're trained to work with you to identify causes and triggers of when you're feeling blue and how to navigate them so that you can be the best and healthiest version of you. There's so much research to support cognitive behavioral therapy. I'm definitely a huge advocate of this and I practice this. CBT is identifying and changing negative thought patterns and learning to replace them with more helpful, positive thought patterns. When I was dealing with a lot of anxiety, I went to a therapist and used cognitive behavioral therapy to help reduce the anxiety that I was experiencing, and it really helped me a lot, and there's a lot of research to support this. The holidays can be a triggering time for a lot of people, so take a moment and check in with the people around you and check in with yourself mentally. Are you okay? Are the people around you okay? Take this moment to be there for yourself and to be there for someone else. And remember, it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to ask for help. I think a lot of people are really hard on themselves and forget this a lot of the time. It's so important to invest in your health and wellness now to prevent disease and illness in the future. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please let me know in the comments below if you have any good tips for overcoming the holiday blues. So if you found this content valuable, please like and subscribe. Remember to take care of yourself, and I hope you have a happy holiday. I even wore my holiday shirt for this video, so I hope just this shirt alone cheers you up. Wear something cheerful so you can get over the holiday blues. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a happy holiday, stay safe, and I hope to see you again soon in the next video. Bye!